Oh, I guess I should call him. Hey, you guys. Look, I'm sorry I'm late, honey. I'm sorry I'm late. I'm not the most timeliest person. Um, Hold on just a second. I'm not going to take calls immediately, but I know that y'all got y'all life on this Housewives episode. Did y'all get y'all life on? Let me see who else in the house right now. Hold on. Roll call. Kimberly Casey, Jen, Lexia, Layez, Jen Kita, Pretty Wings, Sharon, Sabrina, Carol, Slim Max, Sabrina, God's Child. Okay. Messy Banks. Y'all been in here for a minute. Cupcake, Gemini X. Okay, I see you. Drama Queen, Cupcake again. Shirley, Khalees. Okay. I'm seeing you, Carol. Solomon. All right. King Cullerton. Everybody's in. Khalees, Kendall, Anika. Okay. First, I don't even know where to start. Because the end was so explosive that it kind of negated everything that went before it. Because I'm like, damn, Nene, tell Kim how you really feel. How do you really feel? Because Kim lying and she being caught in her lies. They got it on camera as far as her telling Sheree she saw Nene at the mall. It was just too much. But okay, let me go backwards. Hold on, I'm gonna go backwards. I was in the middle of I've been trying to write this for 2 days. Hold on. So let me see. I took some notes. Nene addressed the rape joke. She admitted it was a horrible mistake. I mean, how many times she got to say that? She said it 10 times. Kandi apparently has forgiven her, but Sheree, on the other hand, I guess she wants to keep the subject going because Sheree don't really see it for Nene. We already know that. She's jealous because Nene's the it girl now, and Sheree is no longer the it girl. And so Sheree was like, she would never say, something like that to anyone, being a victim of domestic violence herself. And did you notice how everybody kind of just overlooked Sheree and just ignored that statement? And then Andy kind of gave Nene a little bit of props because he was like, you've been supporting domestic violence victims since season 1. That could have been a sign right there that Sheree, Sheree is already on the way out because they've been shading the hell out of Sheree since the first episode with that whole joggers and September, spring, summer. But I digress. So Andy said he supported Nene. Nene's not mad at Kandi for taking her off the tour because it's a good thing. We finally see these the highest 2 paid housewives. They not bumping heads. Normally it would be say Nene versus Phaedra, or Nene versus Kenya, or Nene versus somebody. Now that it's Nene and Kandi, they cool. Everything is copacetic. It's everything is great between them, and it's good to see that they finally see eye to eye on something. Kenya called Marlo a snake, and Marlo's rebuttal was, you over there and you just trying to speak so well. I'm like, is it a crime to have a vocabulary? Marlo, is it a crime for Kenya to speak well? What was that about? And then, they're still talking about they don't know how Marlo got her money. And she was saying that, she's offended by being called a prostitute. And so when Andy finally asked her, how did you get your money? All of a sudden, she's dated a billionaire. And they made sure to say it's not Ted Turner. So y'all can take that off the table. We have no idea who this imaginary billionaire is. There's so many in the world or in the United States or whatever. She says she's invested well because the man bought her a house, her mama house, and she's got several businesses. And she was like, look up Simply Marlo LLC. Look here. I don't know what Simply Marlo LLC is. I ain't never seen Simply Marlo LLC. I remember when Marlo was selling clothes out, her closet. She had her own little online consignment thing. I guess that's what it is. I don't know. the word on the street is that, you know, she got friends who are boosters. And, you know, if you get these clothes cheap or damn near free and you sell it them, that, I mean, I guess that's a good little come up. Andy shaded Sheree around that time, and again, and asked if Marlo was affiliated with Sheree's Bone Collector LLC. Another Sheree dig. Portia support, of course, Portia's gonna support Marlo against Kenya and saying that, you know, it's unfair for Kenya to call Marlo a prostitute without any concrete proof. And Kenya brings up the fact that Portia actually accused her of being a prostitute back when that whole African situation where everybody was dating Africans, and Kenya was dating a one-eyed African, and Portia was dating the African that allegedly bought her the Rolls Royce, and Kenya brought that up, and then Portia said, I heard you lay on your back for coins as well. And so Portia was like, you know, I mean, Kenya was like, it's all hypocritical for her to like try to down her now when she has called people prostitutes in the past. Interestingly enough, because I don't, you know, think about it this way: when Kenya's husband was saying that the housewives are a poor reflection of Black women, now all of a sudden Andy makes this grand proclamation that there will be no more prostitute accusals unless someone is actually a prostitute. Okay, so that was interesting. Eva came out. She claimed she was having contractions. She didn't want to have a reunion baby, so they kind of kept her little appearance quick, or at least that's what they told us, because Eva didn't have her baby till about a month later. She just had the baby last Friday, and I posted that on Straight from the A. Thank you so much, Sonia. I'm just running through my little timeline first, and then I'm gonna let y'all call in. Let me see. Cynthia talked about her fake relationship. Now y'all got to give me my props on that, because you know I did that expose earlier this summer about Will and how I felt that Will was a paid boyfriend. Okay, Cynthia took offense to it. I get it, but this whole season, neither one of them even tried to pretend that it was real. Like the whole body language situation, the kiss, they even showed the clip of the kiss when Will was like that awkward like kiss. And Cynthia even admitted that she and Will never had sex, which surprised everyone, because everyone seemed to think that she was riding so hard for him that, you know, the dick must have been good. Like, girl, you is fighting for this man. Like, he must be putting it down in the bedroom. Hey, Clint, thank you so much. And so, you know, that was a little surprising to them, but it wasn't surprising to me because I already told you how I feel that Cynthia is still with Peter. And here's a little proof of that. When everyone was saying Cynthia likes dark men, Cynthia likes these darker men, and you know, Nene reiterated that Cynthia like a dark man, and Andy even said, I got a feeling you like a darker man. So it was all that dark man. You know how dark Peter is. So I have a sneaky suspicion that Peter will be back next year. Peter will definitely be back next year. This is my suspicion. Like, don't quote me yet, but I feel like Peter will be back in a major way. Cynthia is claiming that her and Will are on a break, even though, you know, they ain't never had sex, so it don't even matter anyway. They were just friends going to eat every now and then. And Andy asked Cynthia about Peter's new girlfriend. I ain't buying a new girlfriend. I ain't buying it. I ain't trying to buy it. Like I told you before, I felt like Cynthia and Peter were pulling a Nene and Greg. You know, that remains to be seen, but I feel it in my heart and in my soul. I love Peter and I love Cynthia, but I just feel like they're doing what they need to do to keep this $1 million or whatever check coming in every year, however much she's making right now. So, I mean, you can't be mad at them for that. It's a business agreement, because, I mean, you know, this is a job. So, yeah, I play along. You know, I stay in Charlotte and work on my bar while you do your thing over here. And, you know, next year, if it don't, you know, work out this year with you dating and pretending to be single, next year is going to be all about us rekindling our relationship, which I predict is going to happen. And if y'all, you know, embrace it, maybe they'll have a wedding special like Nene did. Who knows? I don't know. Okay, so Nene and Kenya kind of allude to the fact that they've seen Cynthia's new boyfriend. I feel like everybody has seen him before. We see Peter all the time. And, you know, it was funny too that Andy claimed to like, well, they called Andy out for liking dark meat more than once. Because when they did the whole for the D challenge and Candy made everybody a little for the D little rap, she made one for Andy and he apparently likes the dark meat. So let me see what else. Eva called out Shamia for the lesbian rumor she was spreading about the whole Missy Elliott situation. And, you know, it's pretty much a moot point because Shamia wasn't there to defend herself. But Eva seems to think that, you know, her calling Will out wasn't the same as Shamia calling her out because she actually had the experience of being around Will and seeing his girlfriend, whereas Shamia was just repeating something out the blogs. And I get her point. Cynthia apparently still felt some kind of way as far as the whole Will situation. Like he wasn't in a relationship when we was dating, and so they called her out on that. When was your birthday? Your birthday was in June. They asked Eva when did you see him with his girlfriend? She said it was June. I mean, it is what it is, but we already know that's a fake relationship. So next is the elephants in the room. Up until this point, the atmosphere pretty much was pretty light. There wasn't too much, you know, tension in the air. Like people disagreed and everything, but you didn't get the feeling that anyone wanted to fight. You didn't get the feeling that, you know, anyone really hated anyone. It was just a conversation. I disagree. Okay, well, here's my side of the story. There was no tension, and it was great. You know, even though we was getting our little tidbits of tea. Oh, I almost forgot one before I bring up Kim. I almost forgot one. When oh, have I forgotten it yet? That might have been afterwards. I just want to bring up the fact that when Kenya said this, I think this was after Kim walked in, so I am getting ahead of myself. But I'm gonna mention it anyway because I'm already here. But when Kenya said, I think we need some drinks, we need some alcohol or whatever, and Nene said, "Ain't you pregnant?" I was like, oh my God, Kenya done told on herself, honey. I don't know if she's pregnant or not. She say she is, but yeah, that was kind of an interesting take. Like she was asking for a cocktail and Nene, like, you know, called her out about it. So that was interesting, and it was interesting that producers caught it. So anyway, let me go back to the elephants in the room. You know, they're elephants on the table. They're, you know, the tension is thick because we saw Kim arrive at the beginning of the episode. So we thought she was going to be out before then, but they had other things covered. So of course, Croy drove her there. She arrived in a sweat. She get all glam, but Croy is right there kissing her butt saying, oh my God, she's so hot. My wife is so hot. Isn't she hot? So they got Croy on camera, you know, co-signing Kim. Kim walks out in her slippers, carrying her shoes like they're on a commercial break or something, but they're actually taping and they're introducing you, and you walk in like barefoot. Like what is going on? And so I guess to me, when I saw that is another example of Kim's privilege. You know, I could say white privilege. You know, I don't want to offend the white people, but it is a privilege that is given to certain people who are of a certain race over another. So Kim walks in, and you know, everybody's attitudes change, and everybody is quiet. It's really awkward. Nobody knows what to say. She's walking in with her solo cup, and you know, the first thing Andy asked her is about, you know, you looking younger than you did 10 years ago. Which may be true. You know, she done upped her hair game. She done upped her Botox, makeup. They all look a bit younger than they did 10 years ago because, you know, with TV, you get to learn how to do makeup tricks, all of that. So they look better. Everybody look like money. But Kim, on the other hand, has done some things. Everybody's face is different. I'm giving y'all that. Everybody's face is different. But Kim's lips, is no denying that her lips are just out of control. And even Andy called her out about the lips to say, your lips are bigger. Like, what's the end game on your lips? And she was like, it just depends on how I feel. For somebody who really don't seem like they like black people, it seems like she wants some black people lips, but I digress. So anyway, they talk about the elephants in the room. They talk about in Bel-Air. They talk about Kim's negative energy and how she brings the energy of the group down. They talk about the whole situation with Kim holding hands with Portia, and how, you know, Portia was like, she just needed somebody to calm her down because there's always an issue between her and Kenya. They talked about all of it. That's fine. But they also brought up the fact of Kim, you know, saying those things to Cynthia about shut up and be pretty. How can you fix your lips to tell someone to shut up and be pretty? That's like really relegating her to like nothing status. You're nothing but a pretty face. So you just shut up and sit over there. So Cynthia was like, you know, took offense to it. She brought it up. She said, you know, I didn't like it. And Kim tried to like cover it up and be like, you know, well, you are beautiful. But no, it's a backhanded compliment. How are you going to tell her she's beautiful, but she can't speak? She can't think for herself. She doesn't have a backbone. Yeah, it was an issue. So I'm skipping, you know, let's move on from that. We already know Kim says things that damn near everybody that they take offense to. We already know that. Everybody except Sheree. But again, I digress. So yeah, then Nene gets, you know, they start talking about what happened at the white party and how Kim claimed that she saw Nene in a handicap spot. And Kim claims that someone sent her that. Nene was like, well, you know, I saw Kim. Kim had her nose up in the air. She saw me pull up. She didn't speak. She left, whatever. I went in the mouth. Kim apparently circled back around, took a picture of the car to keep as evidence. And I think I got a picture of it. I know I got a picture of it. Hold on. Because I used it in a blog. Let me find it. It is right here. Because I was at the white party, by the way. There's actually a video. Here it is, right here. There's a video on my channel of me and Quad and Derek J, and we were all like joking around about, you know, when Kim got into a fight. And this is the picture. This is the picture of Nene's car in the space at Phipps Mall in the handicap spot. So Kim claims that someone sent her the picture. But they called her out on that lie too, because they had Kim on tape saying that, you know, she saw Nene and she took the picture and she was in the handicap spot and all of that. So Nene calls her out about being a liar. She curses Kim out. Kim calls her jealous. She's like, what do I have to be jealous about? And it was just head-to-head Mortal Kombat between Kim and Nene. And again, it's to be continued. So I'm just, you know, I just touched on a few things. I'm just going to let y'all talk about it. But if you've been watching my coverage over the past, at least the past year, but even the past 10 years, you'll know that I've always said that Kim just really was out of place with that group. She really doesn't seem to like anybody in the group, and nobody in the group seems to like her. But yet she's always granted this privilege of coming and going when she pleases, of bringing her family members when she pleases, of speaking to people the way she pleases, of cursing and acting a hood rat mess when she pleases. So I liked it that Nene finally reverted, and I feel like she's so above the way she was acting tonight. But I was cheering. I was literally cheering when she decided to speak to Kim the way Kim been speaking to them all year. Kim comes in the house, bitch. Hey, bitch. Fuck you, bitch. You know, this bitch said this and this, and it's like, who speaks? Nobody speaks that way. Despite what y'all may think, nobody speaks that way. And I feel like that's Kim's way of, you know, being ghetto and saying, you know, I'm working with these black girls. I'm calling them all bitches. And so, yeah, I'm glad that Nene clapped back and was like, fuck you. You know, you saying fuck me, fuck you. And, you know, it was just interesting. And I can't wait till next week. But, okay, we can we could take a few calls now. I did put the, hold on, let me get into the call room. You was here for how Nene came for Kim. So was I. Hold on. So was I.
Thank you. Joining the conference now. You are currently the only person in this conference.
Okay, the number 718-819-1710, and the PIN number is 217-0676. I want to hear what y'all have to say about it. Oh no, my washing machine is on spin cycle. I gotta turn it off. Here I come, here I come, here I come. Caller number 9312.
It's Jamel from Savannah. Hey, Michelle.
Hey, how you doing? You quick with it.
So I only have one thing to say because, you know, they say I talk too much every time I call. So I just want to say that this reunion, I am loving Eva. I've changed, my mind has changed about Eva being a housewife. I can totally see that.
What changed your mind?
I just loved her presentation. I loved the way that she wasn't really combative. She gave intellectual feedback. She wasn't catty. She wasn't persnickety like I said she was, but she seemed very authentic. And I loved her that she didn't back down. I love that she questioned Cynthia about, you know, her as if she was lying. And I like that she held her own. So seeing her by herself and seeing how she interacted, I loved it.
Okay.
I really loved it. And I'm excited to see her on season 11. And that's all I'm going to say, Michelle, because I know I talked too much.
No, I appreciate you calling, hon. Thank you.
Thank you, Michelle.
All right.
Okay,
talk to you soon. Bye. The number is 718-819-1710. And the PIN number is 217-0676. Caller number 8969. You're on the line.
Hello. Hi, Michelle.
Hey, how you doing?
Good, good. Quick question. You know, I'm curious. I know you get invited to a lot of the events with the Real Housewives and probably like Married to Medicine. Are they afraid when they see you? Are they like, oh, there's Michelle. Oh, my God. Are they trying to avoid you? Are they nice to you? Do you
They're
have a
nice
personal
to me.
relationship with any of them? Do you consider them your friends?
There are a few that I consider friends. There are a few. They're nice to me. I get invited all the time, but I don't go to everything. And the reason, and I don't know if I've mentioned this while I've been on YouTube. I know I've mentioned this in other platforms before, but the reason why I don't go to everything is because they require you to sign a confidentiality agreement. And I would rather not go and somebody else go, and I can write about what I want to write about. So a lot of times, yeah, a lot of times I don't go. I'm invited to damn near everything, but I'm not going to everything because I know, you know, it's better for me if I don't. But yeah, they treat me great.
Gotcha. Okay, I was just curious about that. It was a good reunion, and I'm looking forward to the next part. So thank you so much, Michelle. Take care.
Thank you. Thank you for calling. Bye-bye. Caller number 3424, you're on the line.
Hey, Michelle.
Hey, how are you?
I'm doing well, and yourself?
I'm great.
Now, I'm cool because I was all here for Nene getting KKK Kim together.
Me too.
When she was like, stay in your seat, stay in your seat, Nene was like, no, you stay in your seat.
Oh, I can't wait to play. I'm sorry, go ahead.
I'm sorry,
no, I said I'm going to play that argument.
I love the way she told her to stay in her seat. I love the way she was like, you're jealous. And Kim with them duck lips, I can't. I can't deal. Them lips is horrible. She needs to stop.
I mean,
when Andy asked her what was the end game for them lips, that shade was real.
That shade was real. That shade was real. Because if you realize, like, there's been several times where Kim claims she hasn't gotten her lips done. She remember a while ago when she and Croy was on something and Andy asked her about it. This was, I think, last year, and she said, Croy said something about she overdraws. So, you know, she hadn't done anything to her lips. She just overdraws. I'm like, ciao, bye.
No, I got my chest, and that showed everything. It was so messy looking.
Yeah.
I was like, she growing a third lip? It looks terrible.
It's not
looks
cute.
Absolutely terrible.
It's not cute.
Now, my other thing is when she was in the back with Sheree, and Sheree was like, "Oh, they're all mad at you. Oh, they're all mad at you." I'm so glad Sheree is not coming back because she was the wrong team. She was on the wrong team. Why you have to go run tell that? For what?
But she been run telling everything. That's the point. That's what everyone was saying, I think, last episode when they were like, you tell everybody's bones except Kim's. So yeah.
Right. And Corey was like, what are they mad for? Why don't you sit your racist behind down somewhere and stay out of women's business?
And you know what's crazy? Sheree had a peach, but she was acting like she was working for Kim. You would think that Sheree was trying to get her a peach in this situation. Kim should have been running around trying to do Sheree's dirty work, not vice versa. So yeah, Sheree didn't play that right.
You got stuck with get your peach snatched from you.
Yeah, she didn't play that right at all. But thank you for calling.
But I bet you she won't be on Party for the Trailer Park.
You know she won't. You will not see her on that show, honey. Well, thank you for calling. Appreciate it. Oh, so many calls.
Thank you. Have a good evening.
All right, you too. Caller number 4634. Turn your computer down.
Hey, Michelle.
Hey, turn your computer down.
Hey, can you hear me? Okay.
Yes.
I'm here for next week when Candy gets into Sheree's ass because she's been doing that shit. It goes back to the time when they were in Africa. And she ran back and said about the black baby. So I'm just here for Sheree, Candy getting into Sheree next week because Sheree is nothing but a backbiter. Carrying ass.
Yeah, Sheree is getting her just desserts this reunion, honey. She is really feeling it. So yeah, you know I'm here for it. Well, thank you for calling. Bye-bye. I want to play. Okay, y'all. I'm gonna pause the calls pause the calls for a minute. I want to play this argument for the people. Hold on, let me see if I can screen share. Yes, I can. Play a little piece of this argument. Let's see.
Because I didn't feel like hers were that important.
Andy, the thing is, I didn't know we had an issue.
We don't.
Okay, well, it seemed like at the time you said that you had issues with both of them at the time.
I don't.
Okay.
The issue is right here.
What was the issue with Kim at that time?
You know, I saw Kim before I had the event at my house. And
when you saw her at the mall?
At the mall. And she had her head up in the air and, acting like she couldn't speak.
Okay, I just want to play the clip. I don't know why. I just want to play the clip. I'm not going to play all of it. But the problem was right there. You see how she dismissed Sheree? Sheree meant nothing. The problem was right there. Okay, just want to say that. Caller number 2576. No, I'm sorry, 2575.
Hello?
Hey, how are you?
Hey, so all I have to say is I love that Nene was getting at Kim, but I really wish she could have gave her a Phaedra read, like what Phaedra did Kenya, where everybody was in awe afterwards. Like, that would have been good. Like, Nene is too emotional. Like, she gets too emotional, so I don't think Kim was really getting it, but I think if she could have gave her a good old Phaedra read,
now Kim got it.
That would have been good.
I think Kim got it.
That would have been great. We all would have had our mouth open.
If you read straight from the egg, you'll know that Kim left crying, so she got it. she totally got it. It's just
that's all I have to say.
All right, thank you so much. Bye-bye. Caller 9329. Hello.
Hi, how you doing, Michelle?
Good. How you doing?
I'm good. Where's Joe? okay?
Josh is fine. He's just visiting his family.
Okay, I seen he was a little upset. I didn't get to go read his little YouTube. Like he was a little upset there.
Oh, he's fine. He's fine. I just talked to him earlier.
I love you. You're beautiful.
Thank you.
Don't never let anybody tell you anything different. You are genuine. You're very genuine. I feel that. I feel the genuine from you.
Thank you.
But let's get to the show tonight.
Yes.
We was getting reading Kim, but we didn't get it all. We got to wait till next Sunday to get that. We got to wait till Candy next Sunday to get Candy read too.
Yeah.
But what I really wanted to talk about is, did you catch that when Miss Cynthia said she needed a drink and she's supposed to be pregnant?
Yes, I did. And Nene called her about it. Did you hear Nene say, "Ain't you pregnant?"
But I wish they would have kept going with that. Like, really, they should have kept going with it.
But that seemed like some, the mic was off kind of conversation. Like they wasn't taping, but they was taping. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, So I'm glad they caught it too, though.
Well, I love you. I love Josh. I'm here in Shreveport, Louisiana. Just had a little tornado the other day, but I love you. I want to continue to support you on all adventures that you have. And I tell Josh I love him too.
I will. Thank you so much. Thank you for calling.
All right. You have a good night.
Thank you. Oops. I be pressing the button so bad. Thank you, caller. Caller 1202. You're on the line.
Hey, Michelle. How are you? It's Elizabeth.
Hey, Elizabeth. How are you?
I'm good. How are you today? You look pretty.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I am good.
You're welcome.
So what did you think about the show tonight?
I think the reunion was very lackluster today because I really wanted everyone to get more into Kim's ass, okay? Mm-hmm. First of all, why is it that Kim is the only white person on an all-black reality show, which is the highest rated reality show on the Bravo network? None of the other franchises have any other ethnicities on there. Bravo is racist.
Well, see, first of all, wait, but think about first season. The show wasn't meant to be an all-black reality show. I get what you're saying, because I've always called Kim the token. Kim was the token. I agree with that. But I feel like when they first came out 10 years ago, I feel like maybe the producers are the people, the executive producers are the people who put this cast together, felt like they needed a white person to make it diverse 10 years ago. You know what I'm saying? But as time went on, as you see, the show survived without her when she left. So, I mean.
Exactly. So why did they bring her back?
Good question. I don't think she'll be back again. But since she has her own show that nobody's watching, I feel like, they may try to cross promote occasionally, and she will be back in some capacity, because as much as we hate her and as much as we don't like to see her and as much tension as she brings, we all continue to talk about it, good, bad, or indifferent. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, we need to stop talking about it, because no other African American from that show got their own spinoff, okay? The only reason why Kim got her own spinoff is because she's white, okay? That's the only reason. How come the OC has been around longer than the Real Housewives of Atlanta? Okay, granted they don't have as good ratings, but there has never been an African American on the OC. There's never been an African American on any
New York, Beverly. Yeah, I agree. I've said that too.
This is wrong. This is wrong, and Bravo needs to be called out on it. This is the Real Housewives of Atlanta is the highest rated show on their network, and they have the nerve to bring this racist trailer trash on there. It's disrespectful on so many levels. Yeah. And we need to keep talking about it, and we need to keep telling
keep our foot on their neck.
This is racist. Yeah. I'm sorry, this is racist.
Yeah. I agree. We need to start a petition or something and let them know, because I think they know. I just don't think they know to what extent that we hate it. You know what I mean? I think they feel, they're in the North. They feel some kind of way. We're in the South. They don't experience racism at a level we experience it daily. And so I think that, it's a conversation that needs to be had. So I appreciate your call.
I agree. Anyway, you look good. I don't want to take any more of your time. Have a good night, hon.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Bye-bye.
Yeah.
Caller number 1228. Hello.
Hello?
Hey, how are you?
Michelle. Hey, I was just about to call and say the same thing the caller was talking about. How there's no other diversity on any of the Housewives brands.
I agree. I mean, but Kim started as a housewife, so it's not like they added her in after the fact. So she was there, the first couple of seasons, but I do agree that we don't need her back. I mean, I've said it over and over and over and over and over again. So, I mean, I don't know.
I wonder why it hasn't happened. And it started with the OC 10 years ago. And it's an all-white cast.
Yeah.
Real Housewives of New York, all-white cast.
Yeah.
Real Housewives, all-white Real Housewives of Beverly Hills.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure some Black African Americans with enough money, millions of dollars, that could be on Real Housewives of Beverly Hills.
Yeah.
It's all whitewashed. I mean, I think that's, and then they bring they bring the racists later on here, cause all these ruckus between all these Black queens, and just look at all the negativity she's bringing back onto the show. Even if she was on there in the past, cool with Nene and Sheree. Look how she's coming back acting.
You're right.
And look how Sheree's just acting like a jester.
Like Sweetie. Sweetie 2.0.
And Sheree thought that was going to keep her on the show, which it didn't. So look, she got fired for being a jester. Didn't help her secure another job.
Right.
And Kim, look at Kim. We don't know if she's going to even come back. Why would you want to bring her back? I mean, watch. They're going to hire Kim. Watch. With all the drama that's going on, they're going to hire Kim, and it's going to be even more racist. And they're going to have all the white New York, all the white OCs. It's all going to be the same. Ain't nothing going to change.
I don't think they bring him back
about this because it's not a good look for him as well.
Yeah.
He's the executive producer.
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna bring Kim back. I mean, in a peach Karen capacity, I don't think Kim will be back. But
bring back Carlos King.
Bring back who?
Carlos King wasn't he one?
Oh yeah.
Before they brought back Kim, she wasn't on that before. But he got fired. Then they bring her back the very next season after he got fired or whatever happened.
Yeah.
It doesn't look right.
Yeah. Because Michael Beck, the executive producer, is also the producer of Don't Be Tardy for the Party. He's also, I think he's one of the producers on Real Housewives of New York. So, I mean, I don't know.
I look at the titles. I look at the producer stuff when it's coming up. And Andy is the executive producer of Housewives of Atlanta this season.
Okay.
So he probably brought back Kim. Who knows? But it's not a good look because if you're going to diversify all of them next season, all of them.
Right. Right.
That's all we're saying. That's what everybody's saying in the comments. That it should be diversified.
They are. They're saying I need to write a blog about it.
Calling this one woman racist. Kim probably get paid top dollar to take all this heat. You know what? Because she's probably coming back next season as a housewife with a peach. Because why else would all this ruckus be going on? It's just building up to something else for next season.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just, I don't know. I don't like that.
I don't like it either. And we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. I'm hopeful that she won't return. But all right.
She beat me to it before me. She beat me to it because I was calling to say the exact same thing.
Yeah. Thank you so much. I told you we need to start a petition or something. I appreciate it. Caller number 1538. Hello, caller 1538.
Hey. What's up, Michelle?
Hey, how are you?
I was just commenting. I was just want to say, I think next season, Cynthia and Portia will make a good duo. And I also would like to say that Marlo, I think she deserves a piece because we got a little realness of Marlo tonight about her past, and I think we should give her an opportunity to really tell her story about her past. And you know what I'm saying? Everybody have a past, and sometimes it haunts you that she can come from off that past, like what she did, like cut the girl face or something like that up. But I think she really deserves a piece. She put in work.
Yeah, well, I do think she was entertaining this season. I do think that. I do think, everyone has a past. I get it. But if somebody died, I don't know.
She didn't work for like all these previous seasons. She didn't work. I mean,
she has. But somebody died. Somebody lost their life over something that she did. Not to say that she took it, but it was, a result of something that she did. So I don't know if that's good, positive press for somebody who's holding a piece. I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, I do think she has redeemed herself in a lot of different ways, you know, than she had in the past.
If they feel that way, and somebody died and everything, why bring her on the show at all? You know what I'm saying? Knowing her past wouldn't come up to anything.
Well, I mean, they bring a lot of people, a lot of friends on the show. I mean, it's just the peach holders, I guess, are held to a certain standard, if that makes sense. Some of them. But yeah, I mean, none of them have had that type of criminal. I don't know. Don't get me to start. I don't know. But we'll see what happens.
You look at the other franchise, they did stuff. I mean,
But I do know Marlo got her contract to be back this season as a friend. And I'm sorry to talk over you, but she did get her contract back to be a friend next season. I don't know if she's going to get a peach. You know, sometimes that's determined after they begin filming and, you know, the way the storylines, you know, develop. But right now she will be back.
all right, that's all I wanted to touch on.
All right. Thank you for calling. You said no more.
You are currently the only person.
Yes, I took all the calls. No more calls. No more calls. I took about 10 calls. Okay. Oh shit. Let me hang up. I just want to air this argument before I go, and then I'm gonna play 1 minute of it. And then hold on. This was my favorite part of the show tonight. Was this?
Now, bitch, I'm right here with your ass. Okay, cool. I didn't get the picture. You took it. You were so jealous. I'm jealous. You're a hater. You're jealous. You ain't got nothing, baby girl. You ain't nothing trash. You ain't. I got a lot you want. You talk every time you get with her. You say all kind of stuff. Your mouth is red. I don't give a about y'all being friends. I don't
Next week, the reunion concludes.
Jealousy's a disease. Get well soon, bitch.
Nobody's jealous.
Tyrone said that you stalked him.
I sucked his
Just saying, I heard that I was trying to get with Kim.
girl down.
You're reaching. You're reaching. Yes, I had a stroke. Yes, I had surgery on my heart.
You handicap all these diseases you
I
don't
don't have
have.
handicap.
Where is your scooter?
And you sit there like a fan, and you over there making judgments at me. So I'm gonna let you talk because you're embarrassing yourself.
You want to sit your ass over here? You be negative as you a privileged ass chick. Bye, girl. Get your ass out.
Every one of those motherfuckers on that couch will be wrong the apology.
For more information on the Real Housewives, go to BravoTV.com.
Ooh. Ooh. Where is your scooter? Oh my gosh. I just don't know. Like, it's a whole lot. And then Kim got it, and then Cynthia got it, and then I can't wait till this reunion is over. You want to see Phaedra come back? Yeah. Sexy's got all. You sitting there like a fan. Exactly. That Candy brought that out. Like, at the end of the day, like, Kim comes in and just watches. Like, you're not contributing to the story. You're not doing anything. You just watching. Anyway, you said that last statement was racist. Which part? CF. Too much bleeping. You couldn't get the full effect. I could read through the bleeps. I can read through the bleeps. I know where Josh is, you guys, and I know where Josh is, so he's not hurt. I mean, I don't. Anyway, but I want to thank you for tuning in. I didn't want to, take up a whole hour because I got some writing to do, but I did want to touch on the reunion and a few things that I saw. Again, the whole thing about Kenya drinking, that was a major thing. The whole thing about Cynthia admitting she never slept with Will. That was interesting. Marlo claiming she doesn't, she's offended by being called a prostitute, when I feel like that rumor started because of things that she said. Didn't it start from things that Marlo said when she first came on? But anyway, that, and of course the Kim and Nene situation. How would I feel about Tamar if she was joined? And Tamar's not going to join. I wrote about it on straightfromtheA.com. That is merely a rumor. Tamar isn't even being considered to join the Housewives. So, I mean, it's nothing that I can feel one way or the other about. So anyway, you guys, thank you for tuning in. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. I'd like to thank the people who gave me a super chat today. Oh my God, Drama Queen, thank you so much. Stay positive, stay beautiful. I appreciate it. Sexy Sky Doll, Elizabeth Mwanga, Clint Mosby, Sonia Chari, and the previous chat. Oh, wait. That was from the previous. Sing, Pray, Love. I appreciate you all so very much. I appreciate you listening to me, good, bad, or indifferent. And yeah, I'll be back probably tomorrow. And tonight I might be on Periscope or Instagram because I feel like I've been neglecting them for the YouTube. But the written version of the recap will be up on Straight from the A, and I'll, outline all of the things, some of the things that we talked about, plus more. And I also have the full episode up, and it'll probably be after midnight. It's 9:55 here now, so yeah, probably after midnight, 1 o'clock. So thank you so much. Go watch Cardi B on the Coachella channel. I think she's on channel 2. Don't give me the line. But all right, I'll see you later. Thank you, guys.